Today is July 1st, and I have no gigs lined up. That's my microphone at the house. Yeah, so I don't have anything lined up for this month, and I guess that comes with the territory of what freelancing actually is. Like, you're not always gonna have anything lined up, and I mean, ultimately, the goal is to always have something lined up, but sometimes you don't. So I don't have anything lined up this month for the month of July or August, to be honest. I think I start back in September. I have some stuff booked. But for the next 2 months, nothing's lined up. So I guess after we run a few errands, I got to go get a haircut. I have to go get Kenzie, which is my daughter. After I pick her up, get back to the house and just start, searching, I guess. Craigslist and Craigslist mostly, just Craigslist. I don't really use any of the other things that you could use for jobs, Staff Me Up and Production Hub and stuff like that. I never have any luck with those. I think with Staff Me Up, out of all the years that I've known about Staff Me Up and all the years that I've paid for it, which is $20 a month, which isn't much, it's not a lot, but after a while, you're like, why am I paying for this crap? You apply to these jobs and you never get them. I think with Staff Me Up, I might have gotten 2 gigs from that, maybe, and they were a long time ago. I think the first job was when I first started, and the other one was 6 years ago. And out of the 10 plus years that I've been using, well, let's just say 8, because I started using at 8. He's 8 years old, so for the 8 plus years that I've known about Staff Me Up, yeah, him, I've only gotten 2 gigs. So I see paying for it is kind of pointless. Anywho, we're going to get a haircut, and then we'll go back to the house. Well, after we get Kenzie, we'll go back to the house and we'll hop on Craigslist. Okay, haircut acquired. Now it's time to go get Kenzie, then we'll go back home and jump on the Craigslist. Ugh, Jesus, it's bright. Let me see. That's better. Quick side note. My daughter's mom, she's crazy. So she has a wallaby. I'm gonna go see this wallaby. I wanna see it. I've never seen one in real life, so I wanna go see the wallaby. You sure that dog can't get out? Oh yeah, because I don't have time for that. Okay. Is it gonna jump out? No, I'm gonna record this. Because we're gonna record this. It's a wallaby, man.
Oh, it's not. It's inside. It can't get on the ground.
Well, come on.
It's in a pouch.
What is that noise?
It's the go.
Yo, no. Do you need help?
Dad. The wallaby isn't out.
Okay, well, we'll go see the wallaby in a minute. What's over there? What goes in there? Chickens. What'd you do to them? Do you have the wallaby in the bag? Are you serious?
Yeah.
Let me see.
20 hours a day. She's still considered a newborn.
It's a damn wallaby. Hey, wallaby. Hey, man. It's a girl or boy?
It's a girl.
Why do you have a wallaby, Mary?
Why not? Here, this is for the baby buckaroo. Probably hiding because he didn't think he was going to get one till later.
So it can't, if it gets on the ground, what's going to happen?
I mean, she'll hop, but we haven't let her in the backyard yet because she's still learning to get back in the pouch. So I don't want her to get loose. And
will it bite me?
No, because she has teeth, so I mean, she could, but she's not going to.
What does it eat?
She eats pellets and she drinks bottles. She's a baby. Buckaroo.
What is buckaroo?
Buckaroo.
Why do you have...
Buckaroo.
Oink, oink.
Oh God, y'all stink. Oink, oink, oink. Okay, so we're finally home. Very adventurous day. You know, didn't think I was gonna see a wallaby, but I did. Anywho, typically now at this point, what I'll do is just hop into Craigslist, go through Craigslist, and pretty much search in my like general area as far as like, you know, where I could actually go. So I'll hop on the Craigslist, you know, which is easy. Craigslist, and when Craigslist pops up, there's going to be a lot of stuff up here. And, you know, I mean, you know how to use Craigslist. Everybody knows how to use Craigslist. Everybody's used it. I typically start where it says, you know, Craigslist, North Carolina. And this will show where, you know, what's near me. You know, as I live in Greenville, North Carolina, which would be considered Eastern North Carolina. But I never really see anything posted in Eastern North Carolina. Asheville, Boone. Like, I never see stuff there. Greensboro, you know, Hickory, Lenore. I don't even know where that is. So typically I go to Charlotte, Raleigh, Durham, and Wilmington. And typically people who post, like say if someone has something in Winston-Salem by chance, it'll show up in the Raleigh area, or it'll show up in the Charlotte area, or wherever. Typically people don't really post in like Winston-Salem, which they do, but I guess they post a broad spectrum of everywhere. So we'll start in Charlotte, and we'll come here. Just go here, type in videographer, and we'll go to gigs. Boom. So, see? Now we see a couple things. Looking for a wedding photographer and videographer July 5th. So July 5th is Sunday. Let us see. It's in Richmond, North Carolina, which is very good. Here's an issue. Sometimes the same people post and you apply to those people, but they don't ever respond. And it's like, okay, do I want to respond to this person? Do I want to like keep reaching out to seeing if I can work for this person, or do I just want to you know, skip it? You know what I'm saying? Actually, I really didn't think I was going to see anything, because I was hopped here earlier and I was up here earlier and didn't see anything. So I'm very surprised that I see something. But I've applied to this, you know, particular person before, no response, which is fine. But July 5th, it's in Richmond. I'll actually be in South Carolina this weekend, so I don't know. It probably wouldn't work. So I couldn't do that one anyway, you know, unfortunately. Charleston has a social media content creator. Let's see what it's like for 7 to 10 days a month. This job probably won't work. We don't live anywhere in South Carolina or Charleston, and it doesn't really say how much it is, how much they're paying. And 9 times out of 10, they want somebody that's like very good, like, you know, good with a phone, iPhone or camera. I personally do not like phone filmmaking. I don't like the way I don't like the way the phone looks when you're filming. I mean, it's good, don't get me wrong, but I'm just not a huge fan of it. I'm not a huge fan of iPhone filmmaking. Everybody else that does it, I love watching it, but me personally, I always have so much trouble with it, I can't stand it. So I typically steer clear of this. So this job probably wouldn't work for us, and plus this looks like a long-term job. I mean, if it was a decently paying gig, we would apply, but So let's just we'll go back, and now we'll just go back one more time, and we'll just go down the line, go ahead to Raleigh. So you'll probably see the same thing that we just saw in Charlotte, because like I said, they post in different places. I don't want to talk to you like you're stupid. I mean, I'm assuming you know how to use Craigslist. So then we'll type videographer, go to gigs, boom. So yeah, see, they're just showing the same thing that we already saw. Okay, cool. Now, I'm very surprised that this is here, because in all honesty, like sometimes Craigslist, it takes them forever to like get rid of all the old posts. Maybe they're a little bit faster, because typically, like I usually see like over here in the corner, it'll say like hidden, because I usually go hide the dates that have already passed. So, you know, all of June would be hid right now if they were still posted for June, because it's July 1st. But maybe they cleared it out. I don't know. So we'll go to Wilmington, videographer. gigs, yeah, nothing. So, okay. That's very impressive. And not to waste time, I don't know why I didn't do this. You could just go here and, you know, if you hit Charlotte, it'll show the same. Like you don't have to keep typing in videographer. So now, since I went through everything in North Carolina that I will go to, now I'll start hopping into like other places. So now I will start with, let's see, I will hit Greenville, which is Greenville, South Carolina. Where did it go? No, actually, I'm gonna start with Atlanta. So I'll go to Atlanta, boom, to Atlanta. So see, it still has some dates from, you know, June, which is fine, whatever. And I'll just go delete them just to get rid of it. Another issue that I deal with on Craigslist, nobody wants to pay any money. Like, look at this right here. Like, which, granted, this is way in Atlanta, but if this was in North Carolina, and say if it was in Raleigh, Raleigh's an hour and 30 minutes away from me, and they're only paying $250 for how many hours of filming? It doesn't even say. But I'm assuming it's not going to be an hour. It's not going to be, you know what I'm saying, 28 seconds. It's going to be like at least 3 to 4 hours. So basically you're going there for what, $50 an hour or something like that, which is cool. Don't get me wrong. But at the end of the day, when you factor in gas, time, all the stuff you're going to have to do, sometimes like a lot of the gigs aren't worth it. So this would be something that I would pass on if it was in North Carolina. I really would love to start doing real estate stuff, but I haven't done any real estate, so therefore I can't show that I've done real estate. I've had conversations with people talking about real estate, but they just never hired me because I don't have the, actually, you know, I don't have the work on my demo reel, as you could say. So now we're gonna go down. Sometimes like you have to go to a different place. Like, I don't know, let's just say I'll go back. I'll click on Charlotte. So when I click on Charlotte, and then I'll go back, and it'll show like places that are closer to Charlotte or whatnot. And I don't see. Okay, let me move this because I'm trying to look over this. So they have Virginia. So let's just click on Southern West Virginia. See what it's posting up here, which is, you know, obviously nothing. Which this was Dayton. And so, and another thing is like I've burnt some bridges in my day. And it's not because of bad work. It was just because no communication. If you're going to hire somebody and pay them, and this is their livelihood, communicate. You know what I'm saying? Hey, your money's here. This is what's going on. We're waiting on this and this and this. Net 20, net 30, net whatever is stupid. Like, you don't have to wait to get your footage because you get your footage as soon as possible. The quicker you get your footage, the quicker that net time frame starts, and it's annoying. So you get your footage the day after we shoot, or sometimes even the same day, depending on when it is. You get your footage, boom, you got your footage. So now I gotta wait 30 days to get paid. Some people are like weird and still do like snail mail. Like, why are you sending mail? Like, why are you sending money in the mail? Like, who does that? Like, the chances of that check being lost. So then if you send somebody a check and, you know, say the addresses get lost in translation or something, maybe, you know, one time I was dealing with a company and I forgot to put like, you know, the townhouse number in my address or whatnot. And 9 times out of 10, the mail person knows like, oh, okay, Othan lives here. So this is his mail. I know Othan lives here. Cool. I don't know if I had a different mail person that day, but the check got sent back. So it's like, yo, I need my money. So now I got to wait for you to get the money, get the right address, resend it, and go through that whole process. It will be so much easier. There's Zelle, PayPal, Cash App. There's so many ways that you could pay somebody. Why send a check? Unless you're going to write a check and put it in my hand, I'm not a fan of checks. So yeah, I burned a few bridges in my day, and unfortunately I recognize, you know, some of these posts because they're the same posts that I applied to, and I know there's some bridges been burnt. I mean, it is what it is, but when you're relying on that money and everything's like due, but you got money that's just floating around wherever God, you know, in the freaking universe, and you're waiting on it, you get a little antsy and you kind of do what you need to do to get your money. And I shouldn't have to do that. You know, I shouldn't have to threaten to take you to court. I shouldn't have to harass you. I shouldn't have to do any of that because you didn't have to harass me to get your footage at all. You got your footage. ASAP. You know what I'm saying? So I shouldn't have to chase you. But anywho, we're just gonna go. What we're gonna do is go to Craigslist, and we're gonna come here to U.S. states, and we're just gonna go to Virginia. So I get a lot of work in Virginia. So we're just gonna start in Norfolk, and we're just gonna type in videographer. Go here, and nothing's being posted, which is too big. I don't really expect a lot of stuff to pop up the first of the month, but you know, it is what it is. So we're gonna go back, and we're gonna go to Richmond and do the same thing, and so forth. So we'll just do this pretty much every day. I'll go through this every day. Like every day I will go through this pushing. New York, let's see. There's just a lot of stuff, always stuff in New York. But, you know, kind of dead. Like I said, first of the month is to be expected. But we'll go through this. We'll do this every day religiously throughout the day, 2 or 3 times a day. When we have some downtime, you know, when we're not, just anytime. We're always searching. If we're not on the computer, we're searching through the phone. You know what I'm saying? iPad, whatever, just always searching. Always ready to apply, always available, you know, having your demo reel and everything ready. So that's pretty much what I'm going to be doing, you know, this entire month. I don't know if, and I said staff me up. Sometimes you'll see a lot of stuff on staff me up, but you never ever get hired for it. So I don't waste my time. So, but once in a while I'll come up here and I'll pay the $20 for a couple months before I get irritated with it, and I'll stop, you know, just sometimes, but not all the time. Go to North Carolina, come on now, what are you doing? Okay, so you see, but there's always postings on Staff Me Up for jobs, always. Videographer, as right here, August 11th, August 12th, 800. If you pay money, you can see how many apply, you can see your ranking and all this other stuff. I don't want to pay it. I don't want to pay the money. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you see like full-time jobs. These are full-time jobs here that they have posted. I never really apply to those. Once in a while I'll apply if I see something that I feel like I'm qualified for, but I don't ever do it. So, you know, they have videographer with a kit with 3 cameras for a live evening at the Pinhook. I don't know what that is. 2 cameras, 3 would be ideal. Capture people on stage. A second recorder to hook to the soundboard via XLR. I mean, I could do this. Like, it'd be no like issue doing this, even though I don't like using my 2 Canon cameras and my Komodo together. It's not my favorite thing to do, just because it's like a pain in the ass with the footage, and you know, red footage is so big, and you know, even though, you know, my Komodo shoots ProRes, I can change it and get more, you know, time on the camera. Excuse me. It's still kind of a pain. So I typically don't like to mix those 3 cameras. I've done it before if I have to, but sometimes stuff just doesn't seem very interesting. And this right here would be something that I would apply for, but I want to pay $20 to apply to this job because they won't let me apply for free anymore. I have no applications remaining. My free trial, I guess. Do I want to do that? No, I don't want to. I don't want to pay that. And on top of that, I don't have a recorder, a sound recorder. I need to get one just for this, because I actually do really enjoy filming conferences and filming stuff like that. I enjoy it, and being able to hook into a soundboard would be, easy. Like it would help out a lot in a lot of situations and negate that whole audio thing just in case. More sources of audio is always the better. So, I'm not gonna apply to this. I don't want to pay the money. You know what I'm saying? Production hub. Sort of wrong. But typically Craigslist. Stay on Craigslist 2 to 3 times a day. This is probably my second or third time getting on Craigslist today. Just gotta stay vigilant. Stay vigilant. Stay on it. Apply. So today's July 1st. This video probably won't come out until the end of the week, so I'll try to post. But also, now that we haven't found any work, we haven't booked, so this is where that dreaded nursing license comes back into play. Don't want to, but I will be picking up some work as a nurse this week. Don't want to. Trust me, I don't want to. But, you know, it is what it is. So tomorrow we're going to be nursing work, you know, at least Thursday and Friday. This weekend we're off, and then we'll just see where we're at Monday. Okay, let's hop on Craigslist and see what's going on, because I put these on way too much for my liking. And I'm not a huge fan of wearing these things, if you didn't know that. Long story short, I didn't really find anything. So I ended up going to Durham for about 3 days. I only worked 2 of those 3 days actually. So my shift was actually canceled. The way I work is I just pick up shifts with this company called Clipboard, and it allows me to just pick up shifts, you know, whenever I want to. First week, probably just gonna, you know, I'll keep checking, but by the time this video comes out, I'll probably just be done. So we'll just go ahead and say the very first week of July will be a no freelancing week. It'll be just straight nursing. Kind of sucks, but whatever, it is what it is. So, but it is 10:26. I have to get up and go work in the morning, so I'm gonna lay down and go to sleep. I think one of the scariest things, you know, about freelancing is where is the money going to come from? And that's kind of in the state that I'm in now. And though I'm not too worried about it, I don't feel like if I allow myself to worry about it, I will get scared and I will run away from what I've worked for. And, you know, what actually brings me happiness, because I'm enjoying the freedom, I'm enjoying the way that I'm working, I'm enjoying the way that I'm living right now. So, you know, being positive, that's the best way to go. That's the only way to go. The only way to be is to, you know, not let this slowdown get you down, if you get what I'm saying. So we'll just keep, you know, searching Craigslist religiously like we've been doing for the last 14 years, and just, you know, keep it pushing. So if you're new here, like, comment, subscribe, you know, share. Everything helps. I greatly appreciate it. You know, to the ones that actually, you know, interact and share and send me comments and talk to me about my videos and everything that I do. I do greatly appreciate that. So if you want to see more, you know, come stick around. Peace.